I listen to it all the time. I tell all my friends to Smack It Raw.
Following podcast contains mature content. The views and opinions expressed by the host are not necessarily those of the host. Listener discretion is advised. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the number one wrestling podcast, formerly on Pornhub, Smackin It Raw. I am your host, the patron saint of podcasting, the Word Mad Ritter, and I am here today with my co-hosts. She is host of the She Lead Showcase, Inside the Mind of, In the Crowd, the Katie Horror Showcase on Getting Off, and Story Time, sometimes, with Miss Katie Kinsey Bay.
Sometimes.
Well, when was the last story time?
A few months ago?
Some time ago.
I ran out of stories to tell.
There's no way you ran out. I'm sure you got put. We still haven't heard about that Vegas story.
Go straight to hell. The show's been on we've been live for a minute. Fuck you.
Yeah, but it's been a week since I've been able to fuck with you guys. And speaking of fucking with people, today on time, obligation free on a Saturday, he is Vicente Alejandro Delgado Estrada.
Wepa. What's up, guys?
The deadbeat Poppy.
Yeah.
My friend Vince.
What's going on?
Mr. Swallow. We got names, bro. Stop interrupting the names. Like you know what your nicknames are. You know there's a whole slew of them. Why do you keep saying what's up in between everyone I drop? Like you get one high. You get one high a show.
Fair enough. However, I can never know on the show-to-show basis if I'm getting all the nicknames or just some of them or just the initial name. So
here's how you tell. If you show up on time, you get all the nicknames. If you show up late, you get whatever I give you. If you miss 3 to 4 weeks in a row, you might not get introduced at all. It might just be me fucking with you about not being around because deadbeat Poppy. That might be the only one you get. So those are your indications. You've been here a week and a half in a row, so you got all the names.
All right. So, week and a half is generous, and I'll take it.
Yeah, a week and a quarter. You're right.
Okay. There.
You got for SmackDown and the final Smash Your Pass last week. But we're smashing your passing again this week, ladies and gentlemen, because No Mercy happened last week. And depending on how things go, maybe we'll take a look at the results all out and tell you how we felt about who won, who didn't win, what happened. I know I am excited for one thing specifically. Chris Jericho was not in Chicago on that card.
Whoa. Where's the Cody soundbite?
But before we do all of that, ladies and gentlemen, I got two things to tell you about. First and foremost, twitch.tv/Creation World, where if you have an Amazon Prime subscription and you have Twitch, you can take those two and you can combine them. Touch those tips, scissor, fusion, a million different ways to combine things. Hey, I combined myself with my wife and we made a second baby and we announced it on Thursday. So that's the thing. Baby girl coming.
Yay.
Olivia. Shout out early. 12 weeks as of yesterday. So yeah, combine them, make a baby. That baby is a sub. You can give me that sub. I will adopt that sub. If you love me, you should give me that sub. Let me adopt that sub for you. But you can give it to anyone, every other month. You can give it to me, then you give it to Katie, then you give it to Botch Spots and Chair Shots and Rivet City Radio and Will and Allison and everyone over there, Scals and Jaxbo and all the people that we love and all the great content that they make, Metal Mike. It's all good shit over there. Cam with the boom, like they got a lot of stuff. So like if you want a lot of stuff, you go there. If you want some awesome stuff, but not like an overwhelming amount of awesome stuff, you come here. If you want one very specific awesome thing, you go to Katie's channel every week.
Yay.
Twitch.tv, combine those two things, get your free sub. It costs you absolutely nothing. Also, youtube.com/Creation World, where it is free to like, to subscribe, to comment. Katie, what does that do?
It boosts the algorithm, helps find new listeners.
That is correct. And Vince, do you know why that's important?
Because you're a whore?
That is
No?
correct, ladies and gentlemen. If not proven by the second child on the way. I am a whore. For your likes, for your comments, for your attention. Hopefully Kate can't hear me. For your attention, as I said, because that's what's most important to me. I am an attention whore. That's why I podcast every week. That's I mean, they're minor attention whores. That's why they're here with me every week. Part of it's because they like me. Part of it's because they like the attention. Even though Katie says she hates me every week, it's not really true. It's a facetious hate. That being said, like, subscribe, comment, share us around, friends, families, aunts, uncles, cousins, moms, dads, step family, whoever you have that likes wrestling content or horror content or video game content or movie content. We have a little bit of everything for you here at Creation World. Let them know about us. Go to that YouTube channel, like, subscribe, and then flick that bean for me. Hit that notification bell. Get notified every time we go live. Currently every Thursday for the Creation Conversation, every Saturday, including right now for Smackin It Raw, 10 p.m. Central, 11 p.m. Eastern, and every other Sunday, including next Sunday for round 3 of Trick or Trivia, all things Halloween, currently featuring the Will Gray, Alexis from Down for the Count, and our boy Tommy on his 3rd try so that he can get into the finals against Katie and Reek.
Oh, wow.
That's the first time it's happened in forever.
I know.
Wait, what is?
You're frozen.
I am?
You said Will's name, and then you just kind of like froze.
Oh,
there you go.
There
you go.
Staticky looking now.
The Wi-Fi is on some bullshit. You guys can hear me though, right? Or did I freeze my voice too?
No, audio's
good.
Audio's good. Anyway, like, subscribe, comment, do all of those things. Click that bean, get notified every time we go live for those shows, including next Sunday for Getting Offed. And with all of that said, I am going to leave and come back and see if it fixes it while Katie does news and rumors.
Aye, Captain. Okay. Ow, my hand hurts. So, Lash Legend.
Yes.
We know her. We love her. She's great. She does all the things. Now she's doing a cooking show on YouTube.
Cool.
I believe it's A Dash with Lash. That's what I think it is called.
Yeah.
If it's not, then that's what it should be because it's cute and rhymes.
A dash of Lash.
A dash of Lash.
I love it.
Hey, you're back.
I'm back.
Welcome
Dashing
back.
for Lash.
Dashing for Lash. And then Tommy was like, bye, Matt. Katie show now. Oh, shit.
Yeah, no. I said I'd be right back. I didn't just like say fuck
Twas
it,
quick.
Have a good night.
Twas quick. Yeah, so that's going to be fun. Don't know when it's coming out. I think it's soon, but it's going to be on YouTube. Fun stuff. I know Trick's going to be on it at one point because they saw a picture, and I love them. So that's all that matters. Saturday Night Main Event possibly making a return. It hasn't been confirmed yet, but NBC was saying that WWE is going to be, yes, Matt.
This doesn't have anything to do with the other news that a former racist world champion who has creative control signed a 5-year deal with WWE, does it?
If that's the case, then throw it away.
Amen.
I don't believe that has anything to do with said racist man. I just know that WWE they're going to make an announcement about a live primetime special that they're doing on NBC. People are speculating it's Saturday Night Main Event, which makes sense. That's all the information I really have on that. So I don't know. But good people signed deals and legend contracts and stuff. Victoria.
Yes.
For Hall of Fame.
For Hall of Fame.
Always. For Hall of Fame. Always. Every single day. Every chance we get. And Jacqueline also just signed one as well. So let's get these ladies on all the things in Hall of Fames where they need to be. Let's go. See, those are the people we like. We don't like the other one. The other guy. Weird little mustache and fake hair and a bandana. We don't like him.
Spray tan banana.
Spray tan banana and a bandana. It's fun. Yeah, we don't like it. Tennille Dashwood, we knew her as Emma, this thing. She announced that her and Madcap Moss are having a baby. So Emma's going to be a mom for the first time.
Way to steal my thunder, Emma. No, congratulations.
How dare you? I'm assuming you're doing that because Jesus' comment.
I'm going to pull them up just for shits and giggles. Yeah, but yes,
okay.
Was.
Okay. Yeah, all out's possible. We'll see. The last thing I have is not really anything. It's just, I think it's funny. AEW is furniture.
Huh?
Don't tell JD Vance.
He's gonna. Oh no, they don't have a couch.
Okay, then they're safe.
They have a chair. They have a gaming chair, very much like the one I'm sitting in now. Except it has the logo of like AEW. It has Dynamite. It has Rampage and has Collision. So you can get head in a chair that has Collision on it. It's a head-on Collision. I saw somebody make that tweet and I laughed.
Can you run that by me again? Because I feel like you said what I think you said, but that sounded something like something I would say and not something you would say.
So I saw it in a tweet. It's not my idea. I stole this tweet 100%. Somebody was saying, because like I said, the logos are like on the chair. So one of them could be Collision.
Okay.
And you can get head in the chair that has Collision on it. That's head on Collision.
Head on Collision. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm about that.
That should have been the title. That should have been the title right there. That's perfect.
Dame Cabeza.
I'll put it in.
And Collision.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So like people start making jokes about like where the chair can. It looks like a comfy chair. When you have like a living room, and then they got like the gaming chairs. Yeah. So they got some stuff.
The gaming chairs are a better quality than the video game.
I still never played it. And I have no desire to. But yeah. Ta-da!
What up, Brocast? That's news and rumors. All right. Well, Vince made a suggestion last week, and I said no, but then I thought about it, and I realized he was right. There's no point in not smashing or passing No Mercy first if we're going to talk about No Mercy Fallout come NXT. So,
I thought we were just going to do No Mercy first anyways.
Yeah.
Well, I said we were going to do it last because we normally smash or pass pay-per-views last.
But this... okay.
But like I said, it makes more sense to do it first. Happening right now?
Is it Brian?
I'm assuming it's the cage match.
Or it's... I don't know if that happened. I don't know. I haven't seen updates. Oh.
By the time we finish the show, we'll find out. So, Braxium, Wreak Havoc, Fraxium, Frazier, and Axiom.
Yes.
Defeat Chase U, regaining their tag team titles for no fucking reason. And then Ridge Holland loses his shit, destroys Chase U while Thea cries. Chase gets stretchered out after the announce table refuses to break, but his body didn't. Braxium, new tag team champions. Smash or pass?
Sorry, I read the comment. I'm gargling undecidedly because, I'm not really surprised by that statement, but Fraxium's cool and all, and we knew Ridge Holland wasn't going to last long as a good guy. But y'all got other tag teams down there, or what are we doing? I understand. Hi, Jalen.
What's up, Jalen?
Smash or pass?
I'm gonna smash it just for the simple fact that it kicked off the show, and it really kicked off the show in a very great way. This, regardless of the confusion of the results as to why have them drop the titles and then regain them so quickly, the match in of itself in the vacuum was fantastic. I very much enjoyed it. I didn't see the swerve coming at the end with Ridge Holland turning on Chase U, but you know what? Maybe this is something that'll get people to care about Chase U and Ridge Holland a little bit more. So we'll see. We got some stuff set up, and then now Fraxium is defending their titles against someone else, and we'll talk about that. So swallow. Smash.
Smash. Real quick side note, because Jesus put it in the chat. Stone Cold Steven Cincinnati trying to murder Brian Danielson, in the middle of a ring with a plastic bag. Smash or pass?
I'll smash. I haven't seen it, but I'm assuming it's smash worthy.
Pass, because what the fuck is Mox doing?
He turned on
the BBC. You don't turn your back on the BBC.
To be fair, I said that there is one BBC and it is in NXT because there are no Brits in the BBC, so it can't be the BBC.
Okay.
No, it can't be the BCC. It can be the BBC.
Well, there's no BBC in the BBC either. Last I checked.
But it's funny to say.
That's true. Mox thought on Pac turned on Brian. Pac prevented Wheeler from helping Brian.
Wow. Utes.
So the BCC is still alive. Wheeler and Brian are just out. And Marina's in. Okay. Attempted murder and arson.
BBC needs a BBC. Yeah. Shout out to Alex.
I agree. I am so hard right now as well, too, Will. Speaking of being hard, this got me soft. Wes Lee loses to Pete Wentz. Crop top hoodies are dumb. The table broke this time. Patrick Stump showed up, cost Wes Lee the match, and this is why I told y'all that motherfucker was complicit in the MSK bullshit. All right? You guys were like, why are you hating on Trey Miguel? He wasn't even there. Well, he was fucking here now. And then Patrick Stump and Fall Out Boy's Pete Wentz challenged for the tag team titles for no goddamn reason.
Don't bring Patrick Stump into this.
Smash or pass?
How dare you?
Smash.
I hate you. I hate you so much. What is wrong with you?
Listen.
Wesley needed that win. Pete Wentz didn't.
No, I mean, you're 100% right. Wesley needs that win, but if he gets that win, the feud's over right then and there. With Pete Wentz getting that victory.
Right. That's great. That's good news.
No
more Pete Wentz on NXT. End that shit.
No, because honestly, to me, the match was fantastic. Look, I don't know if you actually sat down and watched the match, but it was a lot of good shit in there. It was a spot fest, but it was in the best way possible. I enjoyed the match for what it was. I didn't think to see Pete Wentz win that match, but it sets up that tag title match versus Braxium, like you mentioned. Why? I don't fucking know, but I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Like, listen, you may not like it, but they're really good in the ring, and I enjoyed their work.
They're terrible friends and people.
Okay. It's okay. It's wrestling. Everybody's terrible friends to everybody. If that were the case, we would be talking shit about Kevin Owens every single week. Kevin Owens is not a good friend.
I'm passing because the fuck, he doesn't even work here.
Thank you.
But what if
he doesn't even go here?
True facts. But what if this sets up at either a TNA pay-per-view or a show or an NXT show, Wesley versus Pete Wentz for the X Division Championship, and the NXT Superstar has that X Division Championship?
Yes. You know what else doesn't go here? The X Division Championship also doesn't go here. And to be fair, I've made it very clear that I am more interested in seeing the relationship reversed with someone from TNA winning an NXT title than vice versa, because that's what AEW did. AEW went over and they won TNA titles, and then they passed them off to someone useless and then let that person lose instead of letting Kenny lose, and it didn't do shit for TNA. But TNA, I know Katie hates him, but like a Joe Hendry, which we'll get to, holding the NXT title, or a Jordan Grace defeating Roxanne Perez and holding the women's title, that would do something for TNA. An NXT superstar going over and being like, well, just like AEW, NXT is better than TNA, and now we got your belt, does nothing for them.
True.
Well,
look, I was so good, I left, I went somewhere else, and now I'm back winning your belts, guys.
Hey, guys.
I don't know if that's where they're going to go with the route, but they could very well go that route. So I see what you're talking about, but I still like what everything I'm seeing between them. Kalani
Jordan cheated Spooky Chew to Tatum then came in, rear naked stroke Spooky Chew, and leaves her a custom Barbie. Smash or pass?
I'm passing the fact that Spooky Chew did not win, because the fuck. I'm smashing the cute little Barbie and everything with Tatum and Spooky Chew, because we got something super fun on NXT out of it, and I'm happy about it.
I'm gonna smash everything in general. I like Kalani Jordan still as champion, but she does need to get some sort of character gimmick going, because right now she's just smiley baby face, and that can only take you so far.
I feel like Spooky Chew deserves a championship, and this was the time. Kalani was the first ever inaugural. She can come back. She can win it. She can be a 2-time. After, like Vince said, she developed some character. Spooky Chew has been character. She's done everything WWE has asked of her. And I would love to see her hold the singles title finally. And I thought this was going to be the one.
It'd be nice to see. It'd be nice to see, but not yet, I guess.
I don't have it here. I don't know where it went. It went somewhere.
Where's the Chicago flag?
No, that's not what he's looking
for. The Chicago flag.
That's what he's... Flag. Whatever. It's a flag.
It's the Sicilian. There it is.
We're hanging it at half-mast, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, Tony D'Angelo loses his North American title match to Oba Femi. For all of you who, after one spine buster, said, they've ruined Oba Femi. Oh, Oba Femi in the mud. Shut the fuck up. He took out the entire family, basically by himself. I for sure thought Tony was done on that power bomb, but then didn't capitalize on the spine buster. Had me on the edge of my seat. This was my match of the night. This was a huge smash, despite the fact that Tony didn't win.
Agreed.
Me personally, I'm very impressed at it, whether it was like kayfabed or not. The sprained ankle, like Tony D'Angelo rolled an ankle, looked like he was legit on one wheel. Honestly, like very impressive. Like, and it was a really good showing for him. I do want to see him get that North American Championship at this point, because Oba Femi, I don't know. I don't know. There's gonna be something. I think this is gonna see, like, obviously we'll get to it in NXT, but I feel like we might see a more vicious, meaner Don of NXT soon, because of the actions and him not being able to capture the championship. So it's all smash.
There's been some hints at like them throwing him objects and him not using them, and then not winning matches because of it, or almost losing matches because of it. So I'm hoping that leads to, honestly, a heel turn for the Don. I don't know if we can do a double turn and turn Oba babyface maybe for a little bit, but I would like to see Evil Mob Boss Tony now. Roxanne Perez defeats Miss Parker for the NXT Women's Championship. And then after the match, the lights go out, and here comes Julia. Roxanne was trying so hard not to show how excited she was when you could see her like fighting the smile on her face and trying to stay serious, which was fun for me. And then they stood nose to chin, which was cool. Because Roxanne's short. Smash, Jada Parker again. We talked about people showing out. Jada Parker showed out for the NXT Women's Championship.
Hi, Miss Parker.
100% smash. Roxanne, Jada Parker, they killed it. They were my match of the night. I enjoyed their match the most, probably out of anything we saw on the card. And I'm excited for Julia. And we'll talk about it more in NXT, because I don't want to get ahead of myself. So smash.
All right, Katie.
Yeah, smash.
Last, and honestly, personally, kind of least, Joe Hendry gets screwed out of a match with Ethan Page because, and this is why I'm passing this match, Rick Williams put on a referee shirt, and apparently a tiny shove registered him incapacitated ringside. And there was already another ref, which felt like a fucking plant, in the ring by the time Trick hit the floor, ready to count Joe Hendry the fuck out of NXT. This all felt like a setup, and I'm not happy about it. I don't like believing in people and then having my hopes and dreams taken away.
You know what you should do is not believe in cult leaders.
He's not a cult
He looks
leader.
like a cult leader. He looks
does
like a
not.
cult leader. Listen.
To be fair, me and Katie have watched enough Netflix documentaries to where I kind of agree with her.
Thank you. I'm a white bitch who likes true crime. I'm a white bitch who likes too much true crime. That is a cult leader if I've ever fucking seen one.
I don't believe so. You can't think that bad about people. And especially not Joe Henry. He hasn't given you a single bad thing to think about him. So
also, he doesn't have a gimmick. It doesn't make sense. So
Peter, well, his gimmick is he's super white Elias. Because he sings songs and they're funny, but he's blonde and Scottish. Also, Peter Dune showed up for his side trick and beat the shit out of him.
But we got a diss track out of it.
We did get a diss track out of it. So
he's
I'm passing solely based on Trick putting on a referee shirt and all of a sudden he can't take a shove.
You know what? You've talked me into a pass because I was going to smash regardless because, I thought it was a pretty solid match. But the results, Trick being nullified with the ref shirts and then Peter Dune showing up and attacking Trick Williams. Once again, pick your feuds, bro. You can't be feuding with two people at the same time. This is not a polyamorous feud situation. Pick someone.
Why? Cody Rhodes feuded with 1,400 people in AEW at the same time. Why can't Trick?
Oh, I wasn't for that either. Well, you were talking about they don't go here. Pete Dunne really doesn't go there in NXT, so he should really be.
You know who doesn't go there? Cult leaders. Joe Hendry. You don't go here.
TNA, NXT have a partnership where they allow people going back and forth.
But does it got to be him?
Yes. He's probably the most over person in TNA.
It's gonna be Jordan Grace, and that's all that matters. Because she's the NXTNA. She's the prohibited portal. Yeah.
Bitter swallow time? Or actually, NXT No Mercy overall. Smash or pass?
Oh, smash.
Smash.
I thought it was better. Yeah, I thought it was better than
I'm smashing just for Oba versus Tony. I mean, Tony put on such a good show that even Reek's he moved up a couple spots in Reek's opinion. And Reek is a well-known hater of amazing Italians.
Reek's just a hater.
Amazing.
We love Reek. I love giving Reek shit. All right. Spits or Swallows Monday Night Raw. Let's see what was good enough for Ritter. Rhea comes out bragging about the Terror Twins making Freddie Guerrero and Liv their subs at Bash. Freddie Guerrero comes out making excuses for his erectile dysfunction and accepting Rhea's challenge on Liv's behalf. Rhea says she's DTF anytime, any place. And when Liv tries to hit it from the back, Rhea drops her. But then Rhea ends up dangling upside down from her ankle in the ropes after chasing Freddie Guerrero. Liv kicked the life out of Rhea's knee as if she was Tegan Knox. Finn only wants Priest if they each add a partner, and Rhea is gimped up, so she's like, I know someone that might match Priest Freak. She tells him to make the match. When Priest asks what he said, she says, Yeet. Liv tries to help the boys, but Rhea hobbled down on one leg and showed Liv that that's all she needs to deal with her is the one leg. Priest and Jey on top of Finn and Funko Pop.
Yeah.
Okay. That was a lot.
Well, yeah,
it was all the Judgment Day things.
All the things.
We had Freddie Guerrero. We had his erectile dysfunction. We had knees getting beat like they're Tegan Knox. We had...
Hey!
Listen, she's not around to defend herself.
And I'll defend her.
I thought Rhea was going to pull I don't really need the crutch, but no, she hobbled one leg in after Liv.
I thought she was going to too, and I was like, oh, fuck no. JK, she hurt.
She was out there yeeting after the match on one leg too.
You don't need both legs to yeet.
Fair enough. You don't, but you do need both hands, I think. I feel like both hands are necessary for that. I'm a gargle just because even though this was all good for Rhea, Damian Priest, and what have you. Like they're getting one up on the Judgment Day. But for me personally, obviously you guys feel differently, but I still enjoy the Judgment Day. I still like Freddie Guerrero, like you call him. Finn Balor, I still think there's a lot of untapped potential. I don't think it's.
I like Freddie Guerrero. I just like making fun of Freddie Guerrero as much as I enjoy him on TV.
I understand, and that's the job. That's part of the job. That's his duties. So all for it. That's why I'm
duty.
Okay, what are we doing here? Anyways, but yeah. Judgment Day just keeps taking L's. Aside from that 1 week where they beat down the Terror Twins, they have not really had much momentum. They don't look like a credible threat, and I'm kind of worried as to the direction of the faction. So we'll see. Also, I'm not sure what they're doing with Jey. You know, I kind of like wish he'd just be IC champion right now, but that's neither here nor there. Carlito, that is a murder.
Carlito, that is a murder. Stop.
But yeah,
let me talk.
I'm smashing.
Mad.
I'm gargling. Sorry.
Can't put them in the comments and not expect a reaction.
Say what? I'm swallowing Terror Twins and Jey.
Where's the leak, ma'am?
Okay, and all three of them are smashable, so whatever. It's fine.
Did you guys catch the Chris Van Fleet interview, if not the clip, where supposedly he was up for the part of Neymar, and then they made him like give up the part, and then when
it wasn't for Neymar, it was for his like top henchman, whose name I forget.
He did audition for Neymar, but the role that he was supposed to be in was not Neymar.
Oh, okay. So it was like the big muscle-bound dude that was blue, right? Like
I think so. I can't.
Just Damian Priest with blue balls.
Okay.
Yeah, I swallow this stuff because Terror Twins, Jey Uso, Freddie Guerrero, Barbie, the Not Leader, and a Funko Head. And Carlito's there too.
Erectile dysfunction.
Carlito's kind of just there.
I like Carlito.
Not all right. Dad.
After American Made topped the Alpha Academy in a 6-person tag, Chad says he is for the streets, and in a street fight, he will save America from the Wyatt Six. Uncle Howdy comes out, and I think he accepted the challenge. But imagine being some of the best technically trained wrestlers in the company and saying, I want a match where these psychos can use weapons.
It didn't make sense to me. Smart. It didn't make sense to me. Like, they're the wrestlers. Shouldn't they ask for, like, a wrestling match? Like,
no.
Like, the last people I want to give weapons to, like, you saw the massacre, right? Like, you saw what happens when you put weapons in these people's hands. Chad, you got shot in the fucking face. Like,
dome, bro, in the dome.
You're like, I'm for the streets. You're not, this is not Rocky 5, all right? You're not going out there in the streets and brawling. That's not you. You're going to die.
Yeah.
I mean, it happens.
Though if it does lead to Uncle Howdy losing the hair on the mask, I am swallowing.
See, it could.
I don't care if he loses the hair. I just need him to do a little like haircut on the hair, because last time he wrestled, it was a little too long.
Now the hair on the mask is just bad. Just get rid of the hair on the mask.
Just bait.
This might surprise you guys. In my opinion, the worst CM Punk promo I have heard in a long time is he calls out Gunther, but as done as he is with Drew, Needy X Drew McIntyre isn't done with him. In fact, he beats him damn near to death, breaks the ball's bracelet.
Breaks the ball.
Shoves it into Punk's mouth. I guess I called it the balls bracelet because it was on his balls. That makes sense.
It was on his balls.
His balls, yeah. Then shoves it in Punk's mouth. basically making sure he swallows and chokes on it. Then later finds him on a stretcher and beats the blood out of his mouth. R.I.P. CM Punk. It was good knowing you. I wish your final promo was a better one.
I'm gonna swallow CM Punk getting his ass whooped and murdered by Drew McIntyre because that shit was fun. That was great. Everybody was like having a shit, like having a fit over like the bracelet being broken, but I think it was confirmed that it was like kind of like a copy.
It was a backup bracelet. The real bracelet that the girl made for Punk is fine.
Yeah, I think he posted something about like the bracelet's fine, guys, or something like that on his.
Because they weren't gonna break that girl's actual bracelet. That'd be fucked up.
It would be very fucked up.
Why is it like as long as he let her know? Like, why did we need to know that? Like, I agree with Will said something, and I kind of agree with him. Like, I didn't need to know that wasn't the real bracelet. Let her know because it means something to her. She made it, but the rest of us, we didn't need to know that.
Yeah, for sure. I think that kind of like adds a little, like takes away some of the steam from the actual like angle. So we'll see. But I agree with Matt. That was not a really good promo for CM Punk, and I do not agree that just because you beat Drew McIntyre, you should be in the running for that world title. You're a 1-1, sir, and you beat him in a match where you didn't actually have to pin him. So you needed to actually grab his leg, put it over your arm, and count it 1, 2, 3 before I give you anything. Specifically like that.
Katie, thoughts?
I was gonna say, I am gargling this, I guess. Because like, yeah, Punk talks, and a lot of the times Punk doesn't really make sense when he talks. But the best part about this was instead of it being like oh no, someone in a black hoodie attacked CM Punk, Joe Testator's like, it's Drew McIntyre and Odie. I like that. Like, I'm like, good. We know who it is 99% of the time. And Drew's titties were all out. So, like, obviously we know it's Drew. Like, those titties are pretty recognizable. Like, come on. And you know, we love
we play a game where like you guess the wrestler by the titty.
I would play.
I like that. Okay. I like that because I immediately recognized it was Drew. I didn't see his titties, but I was looking at his hairy stomach, and I'm like, "That's Drew. That's my
name that Scotsman. Nipple wrestling edition.
Name that.
No, not nipple. It's titties.
Okay. Well, name that nipple is alliteration and sounds better than name the titty.
Well, but name the titty sounds funnier.
Fair. Also with this, Drew after taking out Punk. Sammy's like, hey, so since CM Punk's not available, I think I deserve a world heavyweight title shot. And Gunther's like, the fuck you do? For what? Why? And he's like, well, remember that one time when you were Intercontinental Champion, no one could beat you, and then I beat you? Could that be a reason why? And Gunther's like, no, I'm not interested. Go suck a dick, Sammy.
Suck a dick, bitch.
Like hard spit because I saw this. I'm like, what the fuck is Sammy doing out here? I gave CM Punk shit. Like Sammy lost the title, lost his rematch, wasn't able to beat Braun Breaker, and then wasn't able to get in contention for the tag team championships. Sammy, you haven't done shit, and also you're a fucking liar because you weren't the only person to beat Gunther. That was also Ilya Dragunov. He was the first person to beat Gunther. So sit your lying ass down. Shut the fuck up. Spit.
Fair.
Yeah.
We got some pirate on witch action with the champs ringside, and of course Bianca catches a stray, which leads Kairi's eye popping like a cherry. Leads to Kairi's eye popping like a cherry. The witches get the win.
Yay, witches. Ooh.
On Pirates.
I'm gargling because I was rooting for the Pirates, and I don't know what's going on with Damage Control. Obviously, you lose half of your members, and then you're just a tag team. But they're a fantastic tag team, and honestly, I'm just not feeling the Pussy Fur Collectors as a faction. I don't really care about them. They're on my team on my TV screen, and I just like tune out. So yeah, I don't know. Give the title to Damage Control at this point. That's what I'm rooting for.
Listen, Listen, I love the Pirates. The Pittsburgh Pirates have been killing it this season, I will say. So, like, I get it. Like, we're doing really good this year. But, like, witches.
Wrong Pirates.
And he said Pirates. That's the pirate. That's my
Sky
Pirates. Oh,
Sky Pirates.
yes. You have to specify. I thought you meant Pittsburgh Pirates because, you know, Pittsburgh. I mean, hey, one of our catcher has John Cena as his walk-up songs. Like, I'm just saying. But like witches, and you know, big shout out to Bianca for saving Kyrie as best she could from getting even more fucked up.
True.
She jumped.
Great
She kind
job.
of pulled her back.
Yeah.
But also, Kyrie's just gangster. Because
Kyrie just be doing shit, and I feel like she's like, "Fuck it." Like,
fuck it,
here I go. Yeah, fuck it. Here I go.
Braun tells Jey that he needs to focus on getting those sloppy seconds. And Jay's like, I'm going to get those sloppy seconds, and I'm going to win this tournament, and I'm going to get your IC title, and I'm going to be clapping cheeks the whole way.
What a way to go.
Jey doesn't turn down sloppy seconds, whether they're Dominic Mysterios or Braun Breakers. All for it.
You got anything else, Katie, with that?
Oh, sorry. I saw something about Sammy and Malachi possibly barking. Sorry. I got distracted. I was trying to see if there was more attempted murder in AEW. Not that I saw. But I have no issue with Jey doing multiple things at multiple times because it's Jey Uso. And when Jey possibly wins the Fatal 4-Way next week, to be determined, and then we get him in big bad booty breaker, then it'll be great. So whatever. Oh, gross.
That's what I heard.
Missing blood after this match. Oh, you should probably get that checked.
Doesn't that sound like fun? Yeah, no.
You should get that checked.
Hangman pissing blood, smash or pass?
Pass. Go to the doctor.
Yeah, I'm gonna say pass too, bro. Worry about your health, man. Go get that checked out.
Last but not least for me on Raw, everyone's favorite side piece, Pete Dunne, cost Sheamus his shot at the IC title because fuck him for giving me a nickname and calling me out of my name. Don't call me Butch, bitch.
He's a Butch.
He's not a Butch. He's a Peter Dune.
No, he's a Butch.
He's acting like a Butch. He's being a real Butch.
Oh, you just... Yeah.
He's a Butch.
Well, if Sheamus was really the greatest mass wrestler of all time, he would have been able to win despite Peter Dunne's interference.
Listen, he is the greatest. He is not perfect. I'm one to admit that. He wasn't able to overcome the odds. I don't know. Me personally, I'm not. I like what they did with the triple threat matches for the IC title to set up the Fatal 4-Way. Start off good, and then the two this week just weren't it. Neither of my two Mexicans won that, and they chose to give it to Ilya Dragunov. And then the greatest mass wrestler of all time, Sheamus, doesn't win. And then again, why the fuck was Braun Strowman allowed to compete in that fucking match? Fucking stupid.
Not on my notes. Was not good enough for Ritter because who gives a fuck? Speaking of not good enough for Ritter, you guys got anything from Raw that was not good enough for Ritter in your notes?
Adam Pearce needs to be fired. That man's incompetence as a general manager.
The
well-being of his wrestlers obviously is not.
You need one good general manager and one really shitty general manager. You need one of each.
And we have
an incompetent one and a capable one. That's what we have. We got Nick, we got Nicholas the Prickles, and we got Adam Pearce.
Nick, smash. Adam Pearce, pass.
Fair, yeah.
Yeah. I just had that as a swallow. Joe Tessitore on commentary. I thought he did great for his first show. He came out and said that he thought it wasn't his best. It was his first show. He was nervous. I think the man did fantastic. Don't be too hard on yourself, Joe. You did great.
I will say that his voice was a different change of pace because it was so different than what you're used to listening on WWE TV. I don't think he did a bad job. I don't think it was the perfect job. He did a really solid job. Room for improvement. room for improvement is all I see. There's potential there, and hopefully it continues to progress. So kudos to that, man.
All right. So if nothing else from Raw, we will move on to NXT. While Trick handles business with Ethan Page, everyone's favorite side piece, Peter Dune, tries to sneak in the back door, but Trick was ready. Then later, Peter finds Trick in the locker room. Security has to make room for the Holy Spirit. Trick then finds Peter giving an interview. So Ava's like, you know what? Let's just get this match started because you guys can't keep your hands off each other. The match goes to a double count out. The crowd is pissed. The ref actually did his job properly. Trick ain't done yet, and the cock blockers come from the back to ruin our fun. Next week, last man standing with a shot against Ethan Page on the line.
Ooh.
In Chicago.
In Chicago.
On
CW.
That CW show is looking more and more stacked and enticing, and I'm hoping the tickets aren't too bad because I might want to go to that.
Yeah, it's a swallow. That's that on-site energy shit that NXT just has, and I like it. And I like it. Didn't just stop after they got separated the first time. They're like, "Nah, come here, bitch, let's go." And then they got separated again. They had to make room for Jesus, and then they made it a third time, and then they finally got the fight, and they went to a table, and then they got counted out. Now we get in the last standing match. Just go.
Yeah, I'm swallowing the fact that he got made into a last man standing match because honestly, this really does need a stipulation. You can't really do just like a straight up singles match like they attempted to do on Tuesday. And given the implications, I'm swallowing that. However, I just kind of need Trey to just like put Pete Dunne in check and send him off over to Raw so that Sheamus can bro kick him there, and then we can move past Pete Dunne at this point. But yeah.
All right. Oba Femi proves he is not a feminist. He's bragging to the family, and when he tells Rizzo, in some countries, women are meant to be seen, not heard. Tony slides in and tells him talking to women like that in his culture, our culture, gets you bitch smacked. And then he's like, Stacks, go bitch smack him. Stacks does not bitch smack Oba Femi. He tried valiantly, but he did not defend Rizzo's honor. Smash or pass?
I'm going to pass Oba Femi being so disrespectful. And I'm going to pass that Tony D'Angelo didn't step up more instead of sending Stacks to do the defending. I'm like, nah, bro, you're the Don. Step the fuck up. Show him why you're the Don. And maybe this is why you need to get that edge back. Before you were smacking motherfuckers with crowbars and tossing them into the sea, tossing them into the trunk of a car. That's what you need to be doing again. Where's that edge at?
You got to give your guys a chance to prove themselves.
Yeah. Same.
That's my wife waking up, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, that's funny. No, I'm swallowing all of this. People got so fucking butthurt about Oba's comment. Guys, it's not that serious. I fucking promise you. Rizzo's also one of the strongest people probably on that roster. Hands down. Will throw hands if shit actually hit the fan. It's fine. And he's technically right. Some cultures, women aren't allowed to talk. Like, he's not wrong.
It's a TV show character saying something in character on a TV show.
Facts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so people need to calm the fuck down. All right, cool. And yeah, Stacks tried. He did his best. Maybe next week we get Alma versus Luca Grisavino. And then maybe the week after that we get Alma versus Rizzo. Let's fucking go. That's the match we want to see.
Man. So I do got a question, and maybe it's because I don't pay attention that much to entrance themes. It's current day and age, but why is it that they changed Tony D'Angelo's song, and when was it? Because I don't remember it happening. But they changed the song to a more like pomp and circumstance type of song, and then I saw Stacks come out, and it was the OG song. So I was like, so Stacks gets that, but the song gets a worse version of it. So why? I don't know if anybody else peeped that.
I didn't, but I mean, well, it's because Tony D'Angelo is the Don, and then it's just the family. So maybe that's just like the family's version, and Tony gets like a special version.
Not that it is a great comparison, but Hogan had his own version of the NWO theme song, which was not the same one that everyone else came out to, even before he was coming out to
Voodoo Child.
Yeah, Voodoo Child. Like
I
there
thought
was
you said "Ooh, child," and I was like, "Huh?" Ooh, things are gonna get easy.
Who's Steve?
Rosemary takes the L to Tatum Paxley, but Tatum gets the affection she is so desperate for when Lyra returns to NXT to save her from getting double teamed by Choo and Rosemary. The hug, she was so happy. We were so happy. It was a good, wholesome moment.
Swallow. I'm so happy. I know people are like, oh, brand splits aren't real, stay on your show. But like this is 100% the exception of the rule regardless, because Tatum needed a friend, damn it. And I'm happy Lyra came back. And she's like, I said I'd never come back. But like, oh, hello.
NXT was not part of the draft, as in they did not get the draft. Therefore, they are open to Raw and SmackDown Super Show showing up. The brand split is between Raw and SmackDown.
Okay, good. But like, listen, Tyra's real. I'm so happy. And now it's just a bunch of spooky bitches and a bird lady. Like, let's go. I'm writing it down.
Spooky bitches and the bird ladies. Oh, man. I'm a swallow too. I did not I actually, you know what? I did fully expect Lyra to come in and make the save because of the thumbnail that you guys made.
You saw it after the fact.
Yeah, I didn't watch NXT live.
It was fucking like Thursday, and he's like, "Oh, guess I need to watch NXT now."
No, it was Wednesday.
Whatever. Time's not real.
But I hadn't watched.
You know what that means?
What? Is that a new tattoo? Where? Which one?
It's Wednesday. You know what that means?
Yeah. It's the Rey Mysterio tattoo that I got like a few weeks back. Like 2 weeks.
I thought it said Steve.
Vince, that a new tattoo?
Yeah. I got a Steve right here.
A tattoo tour?
Yeah.
Tattoo tour.
So you're Steve.
Oh, the Infinity. No, actually, I've had this for 2 years now.
So it's you and me and my friend Steve.
Yeah.
Man, it's my friend Steve. Got it.
Wait, what?
You are my friend Steve. Got it.
No, you got that backwards. It's you and me and my friend Steve, because you said you had Steve tattooed on your arm. So you're Steve.
No, you're my Steve.
Can't believe that it's finally me and you and you and me, just us and your friend Steve. do. Steve.
So Jada gets picked on by the Mean Girls and then gets a match with Jasmine Nix where she gets jumped by the Mean Girls.
Listen, hey, Miss Parker. She's getting back up, and I can't wait. It's going to be a few people, I think. Mm-hmm. Either Meechin comes back, because they got
Nikita Lyons.
Nikita, who was also in the You're a Butch video, or Metaphor. Jakara
there's a few people. There's a few people because they've rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. Metaphor, like you mentioned, they've also had a run-in after that with Lola Vice and Kalani Jordan. Yeah.
Give me Lola, give me Jada, give me Nikita, give me the Cake Factory, ladies and gentlemen.
Cake Factory. Okay.
The bakery.
Yeah.
Maybe the bakery.
We
got the bakery. We got the buns. I'm about it. What do you mean?
Yeah. No, I watched Swerve get a powerbomb onto a cinder block, but like standing up, so his spine just hit cinder block. They really like their cinder blocks in this cage match. Apparently.
Why? What's going on?
Why
There's
are there
already
cinder blocks in a cage match?
Why aren't there cinder blocks in a cage match?
How are they getting?
Because it's an unsanctioned lights out steel cage match. It's basically just no rules.
Okay,
that's a fucking mouthful and unnecessary. That's an unnecessary mouthful of a match title.
Spitter Swallow, Jada, Mean Girls, back up.
Swallow.
I'll swallow just because I know Jada Parker's going to be back up and it's going to knock them out, take them out one by one.
All right. Last but not least for me on NXT, very cute. Chelsea comes out in all of her glory, declaring herself number one contender, and no one can tell her otherwise except for Julia, who makes this an all-girl menage as she lays out Chelsea Green and says, "Me, you, CW."
Fucking love it. Swallow. Again, this CW card is gonna look stacked, man.
Well, they have to stack it, you know.
CM Punk's gonna be there if he's resuscitated.
Yeah, they're making a lot of promises. Phil got murdered.
Evil Dead Punk.
Be Zombie Punk. Zombie Punk, just like the first time ECW had a show in WWE, it was like a zombie. So it'll be CM Punk. It's all zombie form. I think so.
Anything not good enough for Ritter on NXT?
Katie?
I'm spitting that stupid triple threat tag team match because the Rascals don't go here.
Yeah, that was not good enough for Ritter.
Why are you coming to a show declaring yourself that you're like, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna challenge for the NXT titles, fucking hair swoops and all. And
Jordan Grace comes in.
Jordan Grace offers people title shots. There is a difference. She's coming in willingly.
Doing an open challenge on the CW for her title.
I thought that was next week. I could have sworn
on the CW.
No. I could have sworn that was for next week's episode of NXT. No,
on the CW.
Next week's episode. Next week's it's not on the CW.
Oh, is it on the US? Is it on USA?
It's 3 weeks.
Yeah. 2 weeks.
3 weeks of all 3 shows being on USA.
3 weeks,
and then. Well, no, this was as of like this past week. It literally was like 3 weeks. 3 weeks of WWE. So Raw, NXT, and SmackDown are all going to be on USA.
Yeah, WWE
until fucking NXT goes to CW first October. Swerve has yeet his last taw.
R.I.P. Swerve. It doesn't matter where it happens. Jordan Grace is challenging for her title on NXT, not challenging for NXT titles while being a champion and a little bitch.
I'm a swallow because Pete Wentz went ahead and challenged Fraxium, making Fraxium canon on WWE TV, NXT TV. I'm all for it. They're going to have a banger fucking match. It's going to be fantastic. Will they win the titles? No, the fuck they won't. Still really good shit. Swallow.
That's really dumb.
All right. Anything else from NXT?
I didn't have anything else.
Not that I can think of, no. I mean, Rich Holland just destroyed the Chase U MVP trophy, so there's gonna be comeuppance for that next week. So Duke Hudson's gonna be facing him. So we'll see. It was something.
Yeah. All right. AEW Dynamite and a thing from Collision. Verbal loads are blown. MJF from the Skybox says Garcia looks like an emaciated skinhead hooked on Ozempic. Garcia says MJF had a failed hair transplant, covers up his acne with self-tanner, and he wants MJF to have a family one day so he can tell his family that Garcia is the one that ended his career. MJF calls Garcia's mom a whore, so Garcia breaks through security, runs all the way up to MJF to get knocked the fuck out and busted wide open. Then he thanks Garcia for reminding him how to get a boner and kisses him on his gash.
Swallow. Because like I missed the most of MJF talking because I think I was like switching laundry and I forgot to turn my TV on. So like when I turned it on, it was Daniel Garcia talking, and I was like, "Okay, Danny, talk your shit. Let's go." And then MJF started saying more things.
Best promo to date.
Honestly, good for him. It took him getting dropped on his neck to loosen him up a little bit. So I don't know what happened with their match tonight, but we'll find out.
You have any thoughts, Vince, or should I just run through the AEW stuff?
Run through all the AEW stuff. I didn't watch shit.
So, I said this on Twitter. Pros for AEW is how they're utilizing some of their young talent. Even the one guy that I don't even fucking like, Jack Perry. You got Kyle Fletcher versus Okada on my note. Damn good match. They're really pushing Kyle Fletcher. Happy about that. We just talked about Daniel Garcia, MJF. Fucking Bryan Danielson, who apparently got murdered by Stone Cold Steve in Cincinnati, had a match against Jack Perry for the world title. They are pushing young talent, and that is a good thing. And they're putting these guys in positions to be the next up once they've matured and they're needed. So props to them. Also, Mark Briscoe is the AEW's white answer to R-Truth.
Mark Briscoe just has so much energy. It's like, where does it come from?
Marina Shafir, way cooler with shoes on. She beat up a whole bunch of regular people for no fucking reason backstage. Stone Cold Steve in Cincinnati has a bit of a crush on the Skater Boy, and he is losing his patience for response to his date offer.
I'm spitting this because what the fuck is the obsession with Darby of all people? And B, now we know why he's crazy. Like, I knew bad things were going to happen when Moxie came back and said, "This isn't your company anymore." And now we have the BBC. Well, like, it's not the BBC. It's a different BBC. There's no...
Yeah. So, Danielston wasn't really part of the BBC. Like, Regal brought him in, and everyone else was kind of like, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. Like, it was Mox and Claudio, and then they just added Pac. And then, I guess, Pretty Kyle wasn't making the cut because he was, like, Daniel Bryanson's boy. If you remember?
Yeah.
Was Utes the one that was brought in by Brian? Or...
No, I think Mox brought him in.
Uh-huh.
But then, like, during the feud where Brian's like, I want Daniel Garcia, and Mox is like, well, I got Yuta, and they don't like each other. And then Daniel Garcia should have joined the BBC, and he didn't. And instead he went and hung out with Jericho, and then lost all this momentum until, like, 2 weeks ago. Then was like, but Brian, I could be the child that you need since you don't have Garcia now. And they've been like...
Brian gifted Utes the cattle mutilation submission, so that's family bonding. And so, I mean, the BBC traded a dragon for a bastard, is basically what happened.
Yeah.
I mean, this BBC are bastards, so it fits. You know, what they did to Brian, according allegedly, can't even be shown by AEW's Twitter account because they don't condone the actions.
And then Lowe was like, "Oh, so we draw the line of strangulation." Okay.
Stupid.
Obligatory fuck Jericho.
Yep.
Swallowing Mariah, defeating Nyla Rose.
Yeah.
The Elite tried to gangbang Bryan Danielson, but Wheeler and Claudio make the save and issue a challenge to the Bucks, and Bryan Danielson tells Perry at All Out he's going to get his shot, or he's going to get his shit pushed in. Not shot. Autocorrect.
He's going to get his fucking head kicked in.
Yeah, he's going to get his shit pushed in. The Pac and Ospreay love story continues as they brawl out of the 6-man tag to the back, where Pac is left with the only one erect.
Sounds about right.
I had all that shit as a cargo because I don't want double champions. I'm over the Elite. Will Ospreay and Pac's cool because crazy high flying athletic guys. Yeah.
I enjoyed this entire episode of Dynamite for the most part, and last week. Like, Dynamite for me has been on fire going into All Out. Shout out to them. Post All In, going into All Out. It's been good shit for me. But the only thing that really mattered from the fucking show, Swerve announced earlier in the day that he did something that I think we've all, well, not all, but some of us have hoped to do, and that was buy his childhood home. And then Hangman Adam Page no-showed a consent form signing to burn down a stranger's house while sitting in a recliner in the front porch. And Swerve lost his shit. Yeah, front lawn. And Swerve lost his shit. Everyone pointed out that's not the same house. Well, no shit. If he actually bought his childhood home, they're not going to actually burn that to the ground. But for kayfabe reasons, he burned down Swerve's childhood home, and then he also apparently powerbombed Swerve onto a cinder block and fucked up his spine after taking a cinder block to the kidney and is now pissing blood. These are all things I've been told tonight. Sitting in his front lawn, drinking whiskey as the roof is on fire.
Hangman channeled his inner Seth Rollins. Burn it down.
That's probably the coolest shit Hangman Page has ever done. And if he didn't have that stupid facial hair, I'd support him a little bit more.
Whoa, don't talk about Hangman's evil mustache like that. The mustache made him do it.
Y'all want to talk about bad facial hair on WWE programming, but when I talk about it on AEW programming, it's night and day.
I'm joking. I have been saying for months that mustache is evil, and now it has come to a point where that mustache is making Hangman commit arson.
That mustache is an arsonist. I will say this. 2 of my favorite segments in the history of AEW have involved Swerve. This one and the one where he beat the shit out of that kid in his daddy's dojo.
Oh, Nick
Wayne.
Wayne.
Made it look like, yeah. It made it look like a World Star video. Loved that.
World Star.
No, this Hangman Swerve shit was like good, but god damn, burning a house down is like
refusing to sign a consent form so you can burn a man's house down. Because contract signings are officially on Smackin It Raw now called consent forms.
I mean,
I love that for us. I love it.
That's what they are.
There.
Anything that you have, Katie, from AEW that wasn't good enough for Ritter?
Swallowing Jamie Hayter and Robin Renegade. Nice match. Jamie Hayter getting her licks in. She's got to get some reps in. Like,
okay. If it was somebody that wasn't Robin Renegade, who was basically just enhancement talent for AEW, but signed, I think maybe. I don't.
Well, I mean, they don't utilize the other women that they have, and all the other women they have are doing stuff. So,
yeah,
because all the women they have, like, they should be being used. Like, shit. When was the last time you saw like Athena on AEW programming?
She's in Ring of Honor.
Still, come on, like you signed her, like you can use her on Dynamite.
TC said the same fucking thing. I don't make the rules. She runs ROH basically.
No, I don't disagree with you, and I'm not saying that's not the rules that they set in place. I just think the rules are stupid.
I mean, the rules are stupid. I'm also spitting Mercedes Moné because fuck her. She can't cut a good promo.
I heard she had a
really
hasn't
good for match. Years.
I heard she had a really
in
good
Japan
match with Sheeta.
Tonight.
Tonight?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. I haven't heard.
Also, get rid of the finish because it's stupid, bitch.
I'll say this. Listen. Look. I love Eddie Guerrero as much as the next person, unless the next person is Mercedes Moné. But I know you're trying to do a gory special into like a flatliner or whatever the fuck you're doing, but it's too much of a fucking setup. It looks fucking stupid. Why is it that the minute she bounced from WWE, like she starts doing everything that I dislike about wrestlers? Like,
because
I don't know.
She doesn't have a fucking leash anymore or a muzzle.
Listen, TC and Rake on Yankees Wrestling almost said that, I don't know, maybe the guidelines and like like everything that WWE were giving her was for her own good and kind of like coded and hid a lot of her negative
Flaws.
features. Her flaws. Thank you. I was looking for the word. Sorry, but her flaws in her game, so to speak. So this is no Mercedes Monet ramble. Go on.
Two quick things from Collision. The Glamour herself, Mariah May, gets off on fighting or fights. Me too. Best way to really get to know a woman is to make her scream at your feet. I mean, I find it also works on a bed or a couch. You know, whether you're standing, kneeling, above, below her, it doesn't really matter. Just making her scream. But then Mariah said best way to get to know the women is to have them screaming at your feet. She never got her celebration, and today was all out. And did someone find out if Mariah May got naked on pay-per-view?
She definitely did not get naked.
I heard she didn't. I
can almost bet money that she did not get naked on pay-per-view.
Well, then spit. The other thing is Shida versus Purrazzo in a women's testicle spectacle, with Shida getting the what?
What did she get?
Shida got distracted by Mercedes, who came out, and Camille hit it from the back. She got the win. Shida got the win over Purrazzo. Maybe that's what I was saying. She did get the win over Purrazzo.
Okay.
Camille hit it from the back. Mercedes was coming down, dancing, distracted her. Camille catches a stray kendo shot from Mercedes by accident, and then Shida takes out both women.
Shida did?
She did it.
She
all
did
by
it.
herself.
Yeah. I mean, I have loved Hikaru Shida basically since AEW started and she showed up. Also, she looks hot as fuck in that suit. Come on.
I didn't see the one with the suit, but I gotta check that out.
No, listen. Her in a suit. She's a better looking version of Solo. Because like she's got like the black suit tux, the red. I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong.
I personally disagree.
If she's doing the suit thing with the red socks that pop out, fuck.
I didn't see the feet.
Because that's the thing that I dislike about Solo's suit game. It's not the suit itself. It's that he wears the stupid leather gloves that don't fit, and he has like bright red socks to go with his.
She is the real chief. Let's go.
See the UFO.
I don't even know what the fuck's going on here.
I don't know.
Okay, did you catch Collision at all or no?
No, because I think it was on the same time as SmackDown, and I really didn't feel like swapping between both. So
I fast forwarded through most of it because every time something came up, I'm like, this is dumb. Don't care about this. Who the fuck are these people? Mariah May. This is dumb. Don't care about this. Who the fuck are these people? Hikaru Shida versus Deonna Purrazzo. And then that was it for me. There was an 8-man tag thing that, we talked about the challenge. Didn't care.
I think M, whatever Massey and Mansoor are, whatever their thing is. Yeah, M&M and House of Black had a street fight or something. Not on Collision?
Not on Collision. Maybe on Rampage.
Wait, so when was Rampage? Was it before Collision or right after Collision?
Right after.
So
because they couldn't do Collision tonight because All Out.
It was Collision, Rampage, and then All Out
preview.
Yeah, whatever.
Too much shit for Friday night. Got it.
SmackDown. Solo wants a monogamous relationship with Cody Rhodes, but Cody Rhodes is like, nah, bro, I'm gonna let your cousin hit. And he's like, the fuck? Specifically Jacob. Solo has to remind Jacob that that's my pussy, and you need to back the fuck off. He acknowledges his tribal chief before backing down. Cody says, just like last time, come next week, he'll be on top. Solo wants to bend Cody over tonight, but the bloodline slides in. DIY and the Street Profits sprint out from the closet because the fuck were they just chilling at? To have Cody's back, Nick says everyone needs to chill. The sexual tension is too high, and he will fine and suspend them if they touch each other. Then he makes next week's match a steel cage match to ensure that Cody doesn't get gangbanged or an orgy doesn't break out. We also had an 8-man fuckfest. The Bloodline defeat DIY and the Street Profits.
I would just like to say that a steel cage does not actually keep people out, and I'm really sick and tired of authority figures thinking that. Because it's like, the only way to keep everyone out is a steel cage. No, the fuck, it's not. They're going to find a way in somehow.
It's more like putting a speed bump on the road. It doesn't actually keep you away from speeding. It just hinders you slightly. I'm going to swallow the setup for the cage match next week on USA. Thank God they're not on Fox anymore. They're going to be on USA starting next week.
God,
I'll talk about it when we get to the match. But goddamn, the 8-man tag was fine. It was whatever. Just another main event for Johnny Gargano for TC to complain about on Impact Wrestling tomorrow. And whatever. It's whatever. I'm hoping Jimmy Uso comes back next week. If not, at least the tribal chief.
Never coming back.
Not against Jimmy.
I just wanted to say it.
All right, so contract signings, consent forms. Money in the Bank, and non-consent form, because you don't need consent to use it. So Nia strolls into Tiffany's locker room. Pretty Day's like, all right, exit stage right. And then Nia's like, hey, I heard through the grapevine that you were going to use your lack of consent form on me last week. Tiffany's like, no, listen, Chelsea's on some bullshit. We don't trust her. She's a liar. She hates me. And Nia's like, all right, well, I'll have your back this week like you had my back last week. Tiffany then loses to BBL Bailey because Nia comes out, fights with the ref, and then Tiffany has the pin, and then the ref doesn't count because of Nia, and then she gets pinned by BBL Bailey.
Yeah, that did happen.
I'm gonna solve the match, but I'm just gonna spit all the constant fucking blackouts and mutes throughout the fucking match and the segment where Nia showed up.
It's like, Vince, we're done with Fox. It's over. No more blackouts, no more mutes, no more bullshit. The Fox era has ended.
Thankfully, but let me complain about it one last time. Because we were watching two great wrestlers and two beautiful women in the ring, and Fox kept saying, fuck you, I'm going to block this out multiple times. Let me be pissed about it. Let me be pissed about it. I think it's justified and warranted.
Fox hates women, confirmed.
I think we've been known that.
Exactly.
We are back at half mast, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh no.
After all of the hype packages, Giovanni Vinci, some asshole referee with zero patience, culture, or class doesn't allow this man to remove his jacket before starting the match, costing him his first match in his return. And it was bullshit, and I am upset at what is being done to Italians on WWE TV.
Yeah, we're talking too much Fox around here, and bitches hard. Exactly. Listen, I feel bad for Giovanni Vinci. I'm sorry, Giovanni Vinci, because I can't say his name normally now.
Giovanni Vinci.
Giovanni Vinci. It's just the only way to say it. Damn, that sucks.
Fire Adam Pearce.
Okay, well, we know Young Kings are here.
It was on SmackDown, but it doesn't matter. Fire Adam Pearce.
All Out must be over because
somehow that ref was Adam Pearce's fault. Somehow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. It was actually Adam Pearce in a disguise as a ref.
Yeah.
It all makes sense.
Exactly. I'm a gargle for right now because they didn't let my boy take off his top. He didn't take off his bottom. They didn't let him fully strip. So what?
He was getting kisses on his entrance, and everyone's like, she's a plant. She wouldn't. You don't know what the fuck he's got going on.
Yeah.
It's a plan.
5 years on the job, and he hasn't done it successfully once.
True.
All I kept thinking about was that one line from Santino at the Rumble where he's like, I wasn't ready. Thank you.
Yes.
What kind of ref doesn't ensure both competitors are ready to compete?
It was bullshit.
It was bullshit, and it's gonna lead to a rematch.
Nick all just showed up and froze 4 Samoans in their drugs. True.
He said 2 Samoans, 2 Tongans.
Yeah.
Yes.
2 Samoans, 2 Tongans.
Let's get it correct.
And then Cody Rhodes and DIY and Profits, everybody.
We can't wait to hear TC go off about having DIY.
Johnny Gargano. I saw him tweet about it. I also can't wait.
All right. Are you guys good? Keep it rolling?
Yeah.
Okay. Chelsea is pissed about how she was treated on NXT and demands Nicholas the Prickles does something about it. So he gives her a match with Mi Chin. And I don't know how that fixes anything, but I was here for it. Chelsea sadly gets the win, and I feel bad for Mi Chin just taking L after L after L. Like, what the fuck are we doing here?
I do feel bad for her as well, because she should be getting some wins, some momentum. And this is why women on the main roster deserve an IC or US title, because Mi Chin would be perfect for that. And if not, let her go to NXT and be in contention for that North American title.
That's great. Listen, Chelsea Green should have been talking shit.
Yeah.
Like, she went into NXT and was like, I think I deserve a shot at Roxanne. And then she got her shit rocked. And then complained to Nick. And then Mi Chin was like, keep talking your shit, bitch. Like, okay. More on this piece. Why could it be bad?
These are the spoilers for Monday, so y'all know.
Hey, we can't wait. We already know.
I think we've been knew where that train was going. I think we've been know.
All right.
Choo choo.
And then last but not least, Melo and Andrade both want to be the champion of the United States, but a white man, and Vince, I'm with you now. I am fully with you, because now this white man is blocking people of color from being the United States champion. Knight doesn't understand Spanish and gets very upset by it, which is after, the churro comment and everything. I'm like, dude, you are. And then he assaults a black man for no reason. Like, his issue was with Andrade, and he left, and then he came back, and he's just like, yeah, no, fuck you too. And I'm like, what is going on here? Like, why is it that as soon as a white man puts on an American flag, he becomes really fucked up?
Because America sucks.
God damn it.
And so do
you're gonna have me, Matt, you're about to have me talk like Jacob Fatu to like how he does to Solo Sikoa and be like, I love you, Matt Ritter. You are my warden, Ritter.
I was good until he's like, I don't understand Spanish and I don't know why you're talking like that. Speak English. And I'm like, dude, no, don't be that guy. Don't be that guy in an American flag.
Hey, you know what? You know what started? He's out here using Terry graphics for his Titantron ever since he won that US title. And he's been carrying a lot of Terry bravado ever since then. Listen, my wife was on the fuck LA Knight train way before anyone else, and I climbed on board, and I'm right there with her in the passenger seat.
Vince is riding the train.
Like, yeah, Melo came out and he's like, I want a title shot, but like, he didn't do shit. He didn't put hands on you, so why you gotta hit the black dude for no reason? Like, why'd you have to come in from behind with your 100%. BFD and playing him on his face?
I can probably explain that.
Okay.
It's because if I were LA Knight in the situation, Andrade pushed Melo into LA Knight. So maybe that is why. So Melo is just there's a word I'm trying to think of, and I can't think of it right now.
Victim of circumstance?
That's somewhere along those lines. Yes. I think it wasn't exactly that, but yes, that. Yeah. I'm not agreeing with LA Knight here. Like, don't fucking put your hands on someone who's a better wrestler than you. That's fucking rude.
Which most men are.
Both are. I want a triple threat. If just fuck it, we won't.
Well, we're getting the best of 5, which may become best of 7 next week. Melo versus Andrade to see who wins 3-2.
Oh yeah, because they're tied 2 apiece. So
I love it.
3 inches is the best part of 5 inches, or so I've been told. Something like that. Nothing wrong with 3 inches.
Size doesn't matter.
Anything not good enough for Ritter on SmackDown that I didn't touch on?
I didn't have shit.
I think you covered everything. LA Knight's in the 40s with a mid-card title. He ain't trying to let that shit go. He's having a midlife crisis with the mid-card title. Got it.
He's having midlife crisis with him. Yeah.
Mid-card title crisis.
All right. So
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Time. Let's talk AEW All Out. 0 Hour. The Acclaim defeat the Iron Savages. Do we know who the? Do we know who the Iron Savages are? Bronson and Boulder.
Oh
Not
yeah. I know no shit. Yeah, they've showed up on TV before. I know who they are. They're big, meaty men.
I've never seen them before.
Tony Nese still has a contract. It was a trios bout. It was Tony Nese, Arya Daivari, and some dude named Josh Woods taking on Dustin Rhodes, Sammy Guevara, and a hologram.
I can't believe they're letting holograms wrestle now. That's wild.
Oh, wait. I didn't do that right. Sorry. Acclaim defeats Iron Savages. Smash, pass, or who gives a fuck?
Who gives a fuck? Anthony Bones deserves better.
Vince?
Who gives a fuck?
Okay. Cody Rhodes, Cody Rhodes' brother, Sammy, and a hologram defeat Tony Nese, Arya Daivari, and some dude. Smash or pass, or who gives a fuck?
Who gives a fuck, because they made Sammy a champion again, so fuck him. Also, Iron Savages sounds like the kind of train you don't want to be in the middle of.
I just saw a picture of Swerve with a needle in his mouth. What the fuck did I just...
Allison said that earlier, that the needle was in the cage too. So yeah, they doing shit over there apparently.
I knew the needle was in the cage. I didn't know it was in Swerve's mouth.
I didn't either until now. Now we know.
I don't.
What's next?
Back-to-back trios matches. We got Rock Hard Juice Robinson, aka Mr. Tony Storm, and the Guns took on Evil Uno, Reynolds Wrap, and Tiny Hands, and got the win. So the Golden Shower Bang Bang Gang defeat the Dark Order. Smash, pass. Who gives a fuck?
Who gives a fuck? I'm glad you added who gives a fuck, by the way.
Sorry. These comments are funny. Oh fuck. Yeah, who gives a fuck? I don't give a fuck about you fuck there, Dark Order or Animal from the Muppets and the Ass Boys anymore. I don't care. Where's Diego Luna?
Who?
Now
all that matters.
This is a smash for me, even though it's not a match, it was a segment on the 0 Hour, because two of my favorite women in AEW who are also best friends and may or may not have a pseudo lesbian relationship, Queen Amanita and Sky Blue. Queen Amanita saved Sky Blue from Mariah May before the final 0 Hour match took place. This was a triple threat trio. Oh, that the final. So yeah, Sky Blue got attacked by Mariah May. Queen Amanita made the save, and that means we might get Sky Blue back on Dynamite and Queen Amanita on Dynamite. Amanata, I think.
Queen Amanata. I think.
All for all of that. So
Hell
smash.
Yeah.
So you're telling me that for like the last couple weeks or however how long we have not seen
Months.
Sky Blue on TV?
I think she was also injured
on Ring of Honor.
Nobody watches Ring of Honor. We've established it's not canon.
You barely watch AEW.
It's barely canon. It's barely canon. It's barely canon. But the times I would tune in was because of Sky Blue. So
no, she definitely was hurt at one point too. So yeah,
roll her out in a wheelchair. I don't care.
She's fine.
If a 0 Hour trios match followed by a 0 Hour trios match wasn't enough, we follow that with a triple threat trios bout.
God fucking damn it.
It's Top Flight and Mario Andretti versus the Undisputed Kingdom versus Mortos and the Stone Temple Pilots.
No. Who was it actually?
STP, the Stone Temple Pilots.
Shane Taylor Productions.
Oh, okay.
Not
Smash Pass, who gives a fuck? Undisputed Kingdom won, by the way.
Who gives a fuck, man?
Where's
0 Hour? 0 Hour is like the worst thing ever.
I'm passing because it's longer than an hour. It's not 0 hour. It's 0 hour and a half or 2 hours.
That too.
So multiple moments. Multiple moments.
Notable moments.
MXM Collection was shown watching TV backstage, and apparently it was hilarious. The Dark Order referenced Kai and Tai, which apparently was great. And Top Flight traded their ridiculous pilot uniforms for some Top Gun jumpsuits.
Oh, fun.
About time.
Notable moments? Yes, he said what he said. Hey,
notable moments.
Who's clicking my comments?
My fault. I jumped on that.
It's
all right. Main card, first match. Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MAGA JF, versus Daniel Garcia. MJF gets the win over Garcia. MJF offered a handshake, but Garcia saw his ruse coming. He kicked Friedman below the belt, spit in his face, and hit him with a corner pile driver after the match.
Okay.
MJF gets the win. Smash pass. Who cares?
Passing MAGA Jeff, winning, but smashing Danny, beating the shit out of him after the fact.
100%. I'm with
Pile
Katie.
driver from the second rope.
Pile driver from the second rope, spitting in the face of people that aren't cool, kicking people in the dick. I'm all for it. It was a stupid finish too. Yeah, passing the match result, but smashing the post-match shenanigans.
Yeah, I guess MJF hit a low blow behind the ref for the win.
Oh, what a pussy move! Boo.
Yep.
Boo.
Really glad we added Who Gives a Fuck. Next up for the tag team titles, the Young Bucks versus Claudio Mustacholi and Pretty Kyle Wheeler Yuta. Bucks get the win and retain their titles.
Shocker. Not to defend the crotch goblin, but MJF shouldn't be winning over him. Who gives a fuck about the Young Bucks and Claudio and Tupac?
I'm a pass.
Oh, it was Utes? Whatever.
Yeah,
whatever
it was Utes and Claudio. I think that was the last straw, you know. But
that was the last straw.
We lost that match. Fuck you, Yuta.
We lost a match when we're already tag team champions. Fuck you.
They're not tag team champions together anymore.
Well, I mean, they might still be.
When did they win the tag?
Smash pass. Who gives a fuck?
They won the trios titles with Pac.
They could just take that. Yeah. Pass.
Okay. Will Ospreay versus Pac for the International Championship. Mr. William Ospreay defeats Tupac with a hidden blade.
Nice.
They graded it an A+ over at Bleacher Report.
It's Will Ospreay, of course, he gets an A+.
I mean, it's Will Ospreay and it's Tupac.
Dude, all I gotta say is Great O'Khan did a great job training this kid. Shout out to Great O'Khan. I'll smash Ospreay retaining the International Continental Championship against Pac.
I'll smash Will Ospreay. I'll smash Tupac.
I'm gonna pass because I'm very anti-William Ospreay. So
Jesus didn't even care for the first 3 matches of the show. So
that sounds like me because I didn't give a fuck about anything we've talked about so far.
Chris Statlander defeats
don't do that.
One Willow Nightingale.
Really?
Jesus is
Statlander beat her former friend by using a chain to apply a submission and gets the win.
And
in a Chicago street fight.
I believe Chicago. Also the CMLL women's title too, no?
I could have sworn the title was on the line. Yeah, I could have sworn it was.
I think the title's on the line.
Yeah, I think it was.
Oh, it was not. Apparently, it was not, according to Jesus. I'll trust Jesus.
Okay. Yeah, Jesus actually watched the shows. Where we did.
Yeah, we'll trust Jesus. I thought it said something when I looked it up, but
I think initially it was supposed to be.
Connor's West thing going on in New Japan. Smash. Yes, it wasn't for the title. Okay.
So I love reading notable moments. Willow's hardcore match gear is a fun change from her usual singlet. Stoke wrote "R.I.P. New Jack" on the chair, which was noted by the announcer. Table bump Willow looked painful, but Statlander was even worse. Willow's pounce through the barricade looked incredible. Statlander's spear off the stage through some tables was a fantastic spot. A lot of people were biting each other on this pay-per-view.
Hey, we love biting.
I'm smashing Stat Nightingale.
I do.
I'll smash it. I'll smash it.
You don't like
two women being the shit out of each other.
Do you not like getting bit, or you don't like biting yourself, Vince, or both?
I don't like getting bit.
Okay. Do you like doing the biting?
Sometimes.
I like both.
I go through phases.
I got that when you said I do. I didn't even have to ask. I knew where you stood. Next up, because we all smashed, right? You know smash.
Well, fuck yeah, we smashed.
Yeah. Okay. Katsukuchi Uganda, Cassidy, Takeshita, Briscoe, Continental title, 4-way. Okada retains over Orange, Briscoe, Takeshita.
I'm gonna swallow just because Okada's the best wrestler out of that whole bunch, and aside from Orange Cassidy, I don't give a fuck about anybody else that isn't named Okada. So good shit.
Takeshita's been putting on. He's been doing some shit, not in AEW, but outside of AEW. Takeshita's been making a name for himself, which is the only place that we really cared about Okada was outside of AEW. So like
that's perfectly fine. But Okada had a character outside and has a character inside of AEW. Takeshita, I don't really give a fuck.
It's the question mark for me. Respect Takeshita?
Me personally,
put some fucking respect on Konosuke Takeshita.
You should understand. You always talk about you don't care about the in-ring stuff. You're about the character work and the outside stuff. Takeshita doesn't do shit outside of the ring for me.
Takeshita.
Sometimes I'm cool with your character work just being that you're a badass.
Takeshita has gone through an arc. This man came to the country and was obsessed with Cinnabon, and now here we are 2 years later, and he's just trying to murder people.
I feel it's more like 2 episodes.
Only notable moment that I give a fuck about, Briscoe makes the funniest random noises.
He does. This is true.
Yeah, I'm over Briscoe too.
So
I'm passing this match, by the way.
You're passing. I don't give a fuck, and Vince is smashing because Okada.
Yes.
All right. Next up, TBS title 1. Mercedes Moné defeats Hikaru Shida to retain her championship. It says, while this was a great match, it felt like they left lots of room to grow in future encounters. Shida almost got herself disqualified with a kendo stick, but decided not to. The momentary lapse allowed Moné to pounce and hit a moneymaker for the win.
Who gives a fuck?
I'm gonna swallow just because it's probably gonna be the
smash
only
or pass.
Sorry, a smash. Just because this is where Mercedes does her best work is in ring, and Hikaru Shida and her feel like they probably got some really good chemistry. Definitely better than the Wembley match. I don't know if that was the lack of chemistry between her and Britt or what happened at Wembley, but it was a terrible match in my opinion compared to past matches of hers. So I'm gonna smash what they did on the show tonight, and I'm gonna go back and watch it and then talk about it again later on. But yeah, smash.
Okay. If you guys can find the results of the cage match, because they're not listed here, it literally says the final sanction match, and that's the last thing on Bleacher Report.
I'm 90% sure Hangman won.
Well, why don't go on with the next match, and we'll try to look for it. I'll Google it and stuff.
Daniel Bryanson, versus Jackless Perry. Jack off Perry. Danielson retains over Perry. Perry put his arms out and seemed to accept his fate defiantly as Danielson drilled him with one more knee for the win. This wasn't about putting on the best technical clinic or the most violent fight. This was about making Perry look like a top star, and in that respect, this bout accomplished its goal. This may be the best match of Perry's career thus far.
Wow. Okay.
And then we know that after the hold on, Perry had a special video package before his entrance. Is actually listed the location of the pay-per-view as Hoffman Estates instead of Chicago. Danielson got to use the final countdown for his entrance again.
Yes.
Danielson does the surfboard submission better than anyone. The springboard senton from Danielson was unexpected. The ref gave Perry an obvious signal to kick out that should have never been visible.
Well, I mean, that happens.
And then attempted murder.
Bro. Someone was like, that they all beat up Brian in Brian's uniform. It was just a white t-shirt. Which is rude.
Smash?
Smash.
I'm gonna pass the match. I'm gonna smash the. I don't give a fuck about Jack Perry.
Why are you passing the? Well, but he lost. Like,
I'm passing him being on TV because here's the thing:
you're passing a match you didn't watch
because
and he lost the match, and he was the problem you had with the match.
He being in the match was my problem because I contemplated going to All Out. I contemplated going to All Out and being there.
That's your fault.
But because they announced Jack Perry versus Daniel Bryan, I'm like, I ain't gonna go pay money to go see Jack Perry wrestle for the world title. That is not a world title match. Fuck that. But Jack Perry,
All-American Nightmare Dragon, Jake Long, Bryan Danielson can fight whoever he wants.
No,
because he is the champion now, and he's going to retire at the end of this year. If not,
Vince, here's my thing.
At the end of the month.
I agree with you. Fuck Jack Perry. Like, I'm not a Jack Perry fan. However, he is an asset for AEW, and I talked about it during the Dynamite stuff. They are putting their young talent in key spots. Bleacher Report specifically said this made him look like a star, despite the fact that he lost. We talked about Kyle Fletcher. We talked about Daniel Garcia, who probably should have won his match, which was some dumb booking, but hey, you know, shit happens. So anyway, no, I'm gonna swallow, mostly for Stone Cold Steve Cincinnati, and a plastic bag and Utes and everyone getting turned. They left out that Kill Switch came out, laid out Brian, and Christian was about to cash in the contract for the title match with Brian.
I would have been so pissed.
And then Stone Cold Steven Cincinnati came out after that with a plastic bag and attempted murder.
It's like, take it easy over there, Katy Perry, with your plastic bag.
Yes. Listen, I said I don't want All Out in Chicago anymore, but if you're going to give me this shit, you're going to give me the Stat Willow stuff,
Matt,
you're going to give me attempted murder.
A lot of attempted murder on the show.
And all the biting.
All for attempted murder.
Oh, Moxley stopped Christian from cashing in.
Good job, Stone Cold Steve Cincinnati.
I love that we are trying to piece together things without any of us watching the show, so we're relying on our friends to tell us what actually happened during the show.
I had a party to go
to. Between Bakley, Allison, and Jesus, do we really need more context?
I went to go touch grass, so like.
Yeah. So I'm smashing. Katie, you're smashing?
Oh, hell yeah.
And Vince is still passing because fuck Real Glass.
Yeah, fuck Jack Perry. Ain't nobody
it's real to him, damn it.
Anyway.
Okay. What do we got for the Hangman Swerve match?
I have Hangman Adam Page defeat Swerve Strickland. So it says Strickland climbed the steel cage, not to jump the top turnbuckle, but attempted to go to the top of the cage itself. Page raced to meet him and power bomb him from that height. Page followed him with a dead eye, but Strickland kicked out. Page continued to punish Strickland, hitting him in the lip of the steel chair and demanding repeatedly that he beg for mercy. Rather than beg, Strickland rose to his feet, laughing, but then collapsed. Page went and pulled Strickland's gold grill out of his mouth and put a metal needle into Strickland's cheek. Page then hit Strickland with an unprotected chair shot, and the referee called for the bell.
I did just see the unprotected headshot.
Hangman beat Swerve and some. Dude, that shit was nuts. BCC hugged Danielson, then Claudio clotheslined him out of nowhere, and Pac held back Yuta. Bakley has a picture of that. Jesus said, dude, that shit was nuts. So we had biting. We had needles. We had people reaching in other people's mouth. and stealing their grill snatching.
There was staple guns,
Cinder
barbed
blocks.
wire, a cinder block,
Unnecessary.
Chair shots.
Yeah, I'm
a
protected
burned
chair.
piece of wood from the house Hangman burned down. Wait, can I read this paragraph real fast? It's very funny.
Yes.
Page introduced a burned piece of wood from the house he burned down, but it was Swerve who got control of it to stab the arsonist in the face with it.
They were using a piece of wood trying to stab each other.
Yeah.
All right. No, smash.
I'm gonna smash it based on the street. Okay, I'm gonna go back and watch the Mercedes match versus Sheeta, and I'm gonna watch arson, attempted murder, or whatever the fuck this.
Listen, I'm smashing all out altogether. Like, yeah, I don't give a fuck about anything on the 0 hour. I'm not happy that MJF won, but like, kind of interested in his match with Garcia. Definitely want to see Willow versus Stat.
Yep.
I could really give a shit about Mercedes versus Sheeta. But the final 2 matches. So there's like 4 matches. One is half and half for 2 of the matches. So like we'll say 4 matches on that card that I sound like I really want to see and check out. So I'm gonna smash.
Swerve had that picture of Hangman burning his half on his tights.
Bro.
Swerve stapled a picture of his family onto Hangman's face and ripped it off.
You know, I want to. Okay, smash.
Jesus
Smash
fucking Christ.
Hard smash.
I'm a reluctantly smash. But yeah, smash.
I can't believe they're listen. We joke about attempted murder, but holy shit!
Are we watching AEW or GCW? Like, what the fuck is going on over there? It's crazy.
I don't.
Did Bradshaw show up? Because that's the only thing we're missing.
No, because Ziggles wasn't there.
Yeah, no, he only shows up when
The connection is Ziggles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, I'm smashing this pay-per-view.
Pay-per-view or just the pay-per-view?
The PPV. And
yes.
Jesus, that match was ridiculous.
I said I was smashing.
The pay-per-view?
Yeah, reluctantly.
Yeah, you both smashed the pay-per-view. I didn't get the chance.
Well, I thought he was reluctantly smashing the match, not the
pay-per-view. Oh, no, the match sounds fantastic. Sounds like a beautiful work of art that I gotta check out.
Okay.
Oh
all right. What was your favorite show that you did or did not watch this week, Katie?
We'll say All Out because attempted murder.
You know what? Yeah, attempted murder. Wait, you know what? I'll say No Mercy because I actually watched it. I'll come back to you guys next week about All Out. Right now, I'm gonna say No Mercy.
I'm gonna go All Out.
You know why? We're smashing murder tonight, folks.
So, our favorite show that we didn't watch this week was AEW All Out.
Yeah. Favorite show I did watch?
Favorite show I did watch was No Mercy.
Favorite show I did watch, I'll go NXT.
Okay.
I'll be nice.
I'm just gonna stick with All Out.
Okay.
Vince, tell everyone where they can find all the beautiful things that you may or may not do sometimes.
You know what? I'm gonna take this time to go ahead and give a shout out to the Get Your Podcast at Get Your Podcast on the Twitter and on social media. Go ahead and check them out on Spotify, everywhere else. Justin held it down last week with Dom, and he had a guest as well. Check out the show regardless of Justin's poor audio quality. And shout out to Natty, Junior Get Show member, turned 11 today. Shout out to her. Happy birthday to her. Follow me on social media at SCS.
Shout out to Natty.
Yeah. Shout out to Natty.
Happy birthday, Natty.
Happy birthday, Natty.
Katie, do your thing. Plug yourself for everyone to see.
You can follow me on Twitter at KatieRaskin13. The link tree in my bio to take you all things She Showcase. Twitch.tv/She Showcase and YouTube.com/She Showcase. Typically Thursdays, 6 p.m. Eastern-ish. It's usually like 6 if I'm by myself. 6:15 to 6:30 if I'm with Savannah. Also, I'm a big girl now. I have business cards. So
Hey, nice.
they're fun.
So if a wild Katie appears as you were out Pokemon hunting, make sure you collect a business card from her after you lose to her in a Pokemon battle.
And I will beat you in a Pokemon battle.
You guys can follow me at Matt Ritter, ZMATTRIDDER for your wrestling content, at Getting Off for your horror content, everywhere else on socials at Smackin It Raw, TikTok, Threads, Instagram, and Blue Sky. I posted a lovely video of my daughter playing with her new wrestling ring on TikTok. You guys should go check out as she does what we all wish we could do and slams the mayor of Knox County repeatedly into the mat. Also, everything Creation World at It's Creation World, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, creationworld.com. They are the banner under which we exist, so please go show them some love. Check out our Facebook pages, facebook.com/group/themdragons and facebook.com/group/Smackin It Raw. Smackin It Raw for your wrestling, Them Dragons for all of your Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, and just dragon needs in general. For Miss Katie Kinsey Bay and Daddy Delgado, I am the patron saint of podcasting, the Warden Matt Ritter. This has been your #1 wrestling podcast, formerly on Pornhub.